Today I will introduce the scanner class, not just because it's an option that our people without Eclipse up and running are going to have to use, but also because the scanner class is quite useful in its own right. Starting up Eclipse. Now, I've already got the outline of this, so I'll just start with our first import. In order to use the scanner class, we've got to make the following import: java.util. Now you can do one of two things here. You could put in scanner, so put the pop up there, and scanner, or you could just put in an asterisk and it will import the whole util class, utility class. Okay, carrying on. First thing we need to do is create what's called a scanner object. So type scanner. Don't worry, we haven't talked about objects. Just take this on faith for a little bit, please. Equals new scanner. And then we're going to use something called system.in. Now system.in is input from your keyboard. The program reads from the keyboard, much the same way as system.out displays to the screen. So we're going to use the system.in feature in order to read from the keyboard. So now I could say something like string message equals. I'm going to use this SC, which is short for scan. You could call it anything. You could have called it Bob if you wanted to. But if you type in SC dot, and I'm going to type in next line. And what the program will now do is it will wait for some some input, keyboard input from you, and then for you to hit enter. Now this isn't obvious at first, so I'm just going to go through an example of what might happen to you and how to fix that. So I could say something like system.out.print line, and I can just put in message. Okay. Little dyslexia there. Right. So what this is supposed to do is this line of code right here should be looking to read in some input from the keyboard. And we'll see how that works out for us. Spoiler alert, it probably won't be obvious right away. So here we go, I run the program. Okay, I've told you it's waiting for some input from the keyboard. Okay, so I start typing, hello, how are you? And, oh, that's probably not what I wanted to say, was it? And it's just not working the way I expected to. What you have to do is you have to come down here to the console, click in the console, and start typing, hello, how are you? And then, once I'm finished putting in my input, I hit the enter button, and according to line 8 here, it just spits back whatever I put in from line 7. But that is not obvious to us at first, so perhaps to make it a little bit more user-friendly, I might put something to this effect. I could put a little message for the user, system.out.print line. please, because we're being user-friendly, type in your input in the console window and hit enter. Save that, and incidentally, there's a little clear console screen down here, or button down here, so it'll clear the screen up. Now, if I run the program, please type your input in the console below, in the console window and hit enter. Here is my input, and then I'll hit enter, and voila. Okay. Now the nice thing, the one advantage the scanner class has is that it doesn't just read in text. Remember from before that when we use our show input dialog boxes, anytime we read in some numbers to do calculations on them, we'd have to first parse them into integers and doubles. And if I just modify this ever so slightly, let me say int num1 equals sc. Now this is where we can adapt it to read in an integer. So we could say sc dot, and then we'll say next int. And I'll just copy and paste a few of these right here. I'll do the same thing. 2. And I could put int answer equals num1 plus num2. I'll change this value, and then I could say message equals the answer is plus answer. String message, the answer is answer. I'll clear my input right here, so I clear console, and up here it'll read in an integer for num1, it'll read in an integer for num2. I can do mathematical steps with these, and I do not have to parse them. So next int automatically reads in numbers if I ask for it explicitly. If I wanted to, I could say something to the effect of, please type in first number. And hit enter. Take this, copy it, second number, and hit enter. Run the program. Please type in the first number. I'll put in a 6. Oops. I will put a 6 down in the console. I did that on purpose, just for demonstration purposes. A 6. Please type in the second number, hit enter. I'll put in a 5. The answer is 11. So we've used the console. We haven't had to use any javax.swing show input dialog windows or anything like that. And this will be very helpful to those of you that don't have Eclipse up and running, because you will be able to use the online compilers to run this sort of stuff. Hope that's helpful. See you in the next video.